Perfect.
Shinsuke Nakamura. Here's his moment. It's been an even round so far.
Perfect.
There he is. Nothing worked, and then all of a sudden you ain't gonna win this moment when you had it. Nigga get countered. I had no idea he was gonna go through it. I thought he was just gonna hit the table and then not break. Clutch. I don't see a steel cage either. I thought this supposed to be maybe it'll lower, maybe it'll lower once everybody get in. Not saying nothing either. Boy, listening.
For the big red monster.
And from parts
I didn't even hear him say nothing at all. No, I heard you, baby. Not you.
If their love wasn't apparent during that entrance, WWE Universe is firmly behind Finn Balor. Devastating elbow. Boom, what impact.
Damn, Kane just try to get out of here already, man.
What are you thinking about some tag team action? What's this? We've got a cover. In a kick out. Still too fresh. Nasty kick to the
man.
face.
Yeah, you need me in here.
Back. That could be a game changer.
Oh!
Nailed it.
Man, I'm trying to turn around. It wouldn't let me turn around. It wouldn't let me. Hell, I was trying to turn around. It wouldn't let me.
The
I don't know what you doing,
Universe
fam.
has seen the evolution of the steel
What were you
cage
doing?
in the enclosure known today as Hell
But
in
you
a Cell.
thought you
The
was just
first
safe to do
time
that?
An enclosed cage was seen was in October of 1983.
You thought
in
it was
the
safe to
last
do that?
Battle of Atlanta. The enclosed cage was seen a few years later in the War
Oh.
Games match from the NWA. There were even cages stacked on top of each other like WCW's Tower of Doom.
Things not looking great for Finn Balor.
Byron, before you mention the strategy some superstars have implemented for competing in a triple threat match, and that includes having a finishing maneuver to put someone away for the 1-2-3 in a submission to make them tap out. There are many superstars in WWE who can do just that, which makes them even more dangerous to opponents.
I'm about that action.
You can never have enough weapons at your disposal, especially in something
I like how
triple
this
threat
nigga always
match.
trying to
If a
climb this
superstar
ladder.
can
I mean, I was
defeat
trying to
someone
climb
by
this
pinfall
cage,
and
though.
submission. To me, they increase their chances of victory in a match.
Every chance
where
he
the
get, I
odds
think
were
we need
against
to
him
focus
begin
our attention on him for a little bit.
2017's Extreme Rules, there were
He
just
just-
3 previous
He
tag
just
team
likes
matches
to
where
climb
championship
up.
gold was
And
decided
every
inside a
chance
steel
he get,
cage
we
in the
just need
history
to
of
pay him some
WWE
attention a little
special
bit.
events. The Hardy Boys were in 2 of those matches. At Extreme Rules, in order to win the match, both members of a team had to exit the cage and have both feet on the floor.
The Hardys used their famous continuity to gain the early advantage until Cesaro and Sheamus utilized their devastating power to slow the pace of the match down. Both teams battled atop the steel cage, but in the end, Sheamus and Cesaro won the race to the arena floor to become new Raw Tag Team Champions.
The triple threat match from Vengeance featuring The Rock, The Undertaker, and Kurt Angle took complete advantage of the no count out and no disqualification stipulations.
Oh,
and here we go.
That's why I gotta stop you.
The cover. Corey, Finn Balor's shoulder injury has been well documented, suffering a torn labrum that puts him out of action for 7 months.
Yeah, it did, and now it's a huge
that's
target for any of Finn's
That's
competition.
where I gotta stop you.
Any game plan. Here he goes.
Oh, what a headbutt. Nobody does it quite like him. I don't know if Kane can recover.
Oh, this nigga always get away right at the most
Corey devised. It's easier said than done to even
and send me into a negative. Oh.
Oh, boy.
Choke slam straight to hell. He might have just ended this.
That could procure absolutely spiked.
DDT.
Huh?
This one's over, guys. Look out.
Oh, nigga, LB.
And there's the reversal from Drew McIntyre.
At 2016's Clash of Champions, it was another classic triple threat match for the Raw Women's Championship. It was Bayley versus the Boss, Sasha Banks, versus the champion, Charlotte Flair. The match started out more like a singles match between the Boss and the Queen. Bayley learned very quickly it was every woman for herself.
Okay, baby. I see you.
Dominating shoulder tackle.
The triple threat match for the Raw Women's Championship was another example of the incredible competition between the female superstars of WWE. Charlotte was physically dominant and fighting off the challenges of Bayley and Sasha Banks. At one point, the Queen even landed a moonsault on both their opponents at the same time. But the Boss and Bayley put it all on the line and kept fighting.
There were several near pinfalls during this battle, but in the end, as it should be, the Queen exhibited her genetic superiority by fighting off both her challenges. After drilling Bayley with a boot to the face, the Queen pinned the hugger and retained her Raw Women's Championship. We talk about how important stipulations are in a steel cage match. If superstars sign a contract where the only way to win is escape the cage and have both your feet touch the floor, the competitors must have a plan.
Kane! Get Kane down!
Since you have to be comfortable trying to escape through the cage door as you do climbing over the top of the cage and vice versa.
Corey, you touched on something moments ago that's so important for the combatants in a steel cage match to remember. A superstar must be able to think offensively to figure out how they're going to escape the cage. They must think defensively at the same time so they can prevent their opponent from getting out of the cage first and winning the match.
Well, a superstar must become comfortable with escaping the cage by both exiting the cage door and by climbing over the top of the cage. They must also be aware of their attributes and what's best for them. Let's just say if you're a giant like the Big Show, The Undertaker, Kane, or even Braun Strowman, it's preferred to exit through the cage door.
According to historians, the twisted metal that we see as part of steel cages today dates back 80 years. To settle a dispute between competitors
get your ass down.
Pietro Rossi, the two met inside a ring surrounded by chicken wire. At first, these types of matches were referred to as fence matches.
Beautiful technique. Oh, nasty impact.
And what a reversal from Drew McIntyre.
Shit.
I don't know how much more these superstars can take, guys. You'd have to think something's going to give here soon.
Shit.
Drew McIntyre did it.
Oh, man, I had to boot them niggas. Oh, man, I had to boot them niggas down, dog. Oh, man. Oh, man. Oh, them boots, no, cause when you throw them punches, nigga, it give me the option to counter them hits. Oh man, that was classic. That's one for the books right there.